they taking the people out. Some people started to moan and complain. That's how church folk do it. They moan and complain when they come out of a place that they were comfortable, and when they go into a job that's comfortable. We didn't do that here. We know we didn't do that here. You're in a new place. Oh, my boss didn't say that. Yeah, your boss didn't say that because you got a new boss. But we moan and complain when God transitioned us. And we see Moses in the midst of it trying to remain faithful to the vision that God had given them. But now they find themselves in a position a couple of days later where Pharaoh now gets this idea and he comes back to his sinful self and says, I gotta come after the people. We find ourselves in chapter 14 now where the children of Israel find themselves going to the promised land. And in the midst of that, we had miracles that Moses had performed by the thing that God had put in his hand. And I submit to you that there are three types of people in the church, Prophet Ann. We have the people all the way at the back of the line. We have people that's in the front of the line. And then we have leaders. The people in the back of the line are remembering their sin because that's all they see. All they see is the very thing that is pursuing them. The people at the back of the line only remember or have an idea of what's coming behind them because they're not walking forward. They're walking forward, but they're looking backwards. You remember Lot's wife? The angels told Lot's wife, don't you look back. When I get you out of this city, if you look back, I'm going to wipe you out. And some of us wonder why we're on the verge of feeling as if we're being wiped out. It's because we have been looking back when God is saying look forward. So these people in the back of the line are seeing the Egyptians coming, but the people in the front of the line have no clue of what's happening in the back. The second people are the people in the front. The people in the front of the church or in the front of the line have no clue of what's pursuing them, but they have an idea of what's in front of them. And because they see an obstacle that's right in front of them, they get just as crazy as the people who see sin coming, but they see their obstacle. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying? Let me break it down like this. You see in front of you that there's a roadblock for you to get your refinance to your home. There's a roadblock to you getting a job on time because your background check didn't come back, because your fingerprints didn't come back, and you see that obstacle in front of you and you become upset and frustrated because of the obstacle, not realizing that there is something far more dangerous in the end than it is that's right now. Y'all ain't catching what I'm saying? And then you have the individual who is the leader. You have the leader, the one that is assigned to take us to the place where God had promised. This is the one that's been assigned to decree and declare over your life. This is the one that's been assigned to speak into your spirit, man. Now finding himself or herself in a position now that they now become frustrated and confused. They don't become frustrated and confused because of what they see. They become frustrated and confused because of what they're hearing. You have to understand that your leader loves you so much that your frustration at times can become her frustration. Your leader loves you so much that your anxiety can become her anxiety. What do you mean, brother preacher? I mean that because she has so much the heart of Christ. Christ's heart felt everything. He felt the taste of death. He felt lust. He felt depression. He felt suicide. He felt lack. He felt it all. So your leader feels all of those same things as well. So we have now a precarious situation. And we see Moses now hearing the complaints of the people. Moses had no clue of what was happening in the back. It was trickling like a wildfire from the back all the way to the front. And by the time it got to the front, it infected 6 million people. But I submit to you that God didn't want 6 million people to be infected. God wanted those that were in the back to turn their heads so that they could see the salvation of God.